Falls are a leading cause of injury for older adults, but there's a simple way to reduce your risk: walking with the right technique. It's not about speed or strength, it's about doing it the right way. Today, I'm revealing expert-approved walking techniques that can help you stay safe and confident with every step. These easy-to-follow tips can make a big difference in your stability and balance, helping you feel more secure and less worried about slipping. Welcome to Better Aging Advice. I'm here to give you practical tips that can improve your mobility and make aging safer. Today's video will help you walk with more confidence and less fear of falling. If you're ready to take control of your health, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could enhance your life. Falls are not just physical accidents, they can be life-changing, especially for older adults. They're one of the leading causes of injury and even death. And the fear of falling can affect your everyday life. I want to share something that happened to my good friend Harold. A few months ago, Harold was rushing to answer his phone. And then in that split second, his foot caught on a small rug and he fell. Luckily, he didn't break anything. But the fear of falling stuck with him for a long time. He started avoiding certain activities, like going out for walks or even getting up too quickly, because the anxiety was overwhelming. And I know this is a reality for many of you, whether you've experienced a fall or are afraid of it happening. The truth is, falls can be devastating, not just physically, but emotionally too. The fear of falling can hold us back from living fully. But I want you to know it doesn't have to be this way. With the right walking techniques and small adjustments, you can regain that sense of confidence. When Harold and I worked on his balance and walking posture, he slowly started feeling more comfortable, more in control, and the fear started fading. Falls may be a risk, but they don't have to rule your life. Stick with me, and I'll show you simple strategies to regain your balance, reduce the fear of falling, and help you move with confidence again. Technique number 1, keep your posture upright. Let's start with one of the most important walking techniques, posture. A key mistake I see in many older adults is slouching while walking. It's easy to fall into that habit, especially when we're feeling tired, stiff, or not paying attention to our body alignment. But the truth is, slouching can be more than just uncomfortable. It can drastically affect your balance and increase your risk of falling. When your body is hunched forward, it changes your center of gravity, making it harder to keep steady. Plus, it can put unnecessary pressure on your joints and muscles, causing aches and pains over time. I'm sure many of you have heard this before. Stand up straight. But there's a reason behind that simple advice. Standing tall doesn't just look better, it actually helps you stay more stable. Research shows that good posture is directly linked to improved balance and better mobility. When your chest is lifted, shoulders are back, and your head is aligned with your spine, you create a strong, steady base that helps you move with more control. Think about a time when you felt truly confident. Maybe it was during a conversation, a big presentation, or just standing tall in front of a mirror. You likely stood with your shoulders back and your chest open. That stance doesn't just make you look more confident, it helps you feel more secure too. You can apply that same body position when you walk, and it will have a huge impact on your balance and overall stability. By simply focusing on standing taller, you're giving yourself a much better foundation to move from. Now, I know this might feel a little strange at first. If you've been slouching for years, it may take a bit of effort to retrain your body. But even small adjustments can lead to big improvements. The next time you stand up or go for a walk, take a moment to check in with your posture. Stand tall. Imagine a string pulling you up from the top of your head, and feel the difference it makes in your balance. It's like building a solid base for a strong structure. With better posture, you're not only reducing your risk of falling, you're also setting yourself up for more comfortable, confident movement every single day. So next time you head out for a walk, focus on your posture. Keep your chest out, shoulders back, and head level. These small adjustments can make a huge difference in how you feel and move. Plus, it will become second nature with practice. And soon, you'll start noticing that your steps feel more secure. And that fear of falling begins to fade. Technique number 2, shorten your stride. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: your stride length. Many people think walking faster means walking better, but the truth is, taking longer strides can actually make you more unstable, especially when you're on uneven ground. You've probably noticed this yourself when walking on a sidewalk with cracks, a gravel path, or even a carpet that's not perfectly flat. Taking longer strides puts you at risk because it forces your body to stretch further. Then it's comfortable width, which makes it harder to adjust quickly if you trip or lose your balance. Think about the last time you were walking fast, maybe to catch a bus or get somewhere quickly. You probably took bigger steps and maybe even felt a little unsteady on your feet. That's because when you lengthen your stride, your center of gravity shifts, making it easier to lose balance. It's easy to assume that walking faster or taking bigger steps is a sign of strength. But when it comes to preventing falls, smaller steps are actually much safer and more effective. So here's the solution: shorten your stride. I know this might sound like the opposite of what we're used to, but it's one of the best ways to improve your balance. By taking shorter, more controlled steps, you give yourself more time to react. If your foot lands in an awkward spot, or if you suddenly need to adjust to avoid an obstacle, this technique helps you stay more centered and allows your body to make adjustments more easily if your footing is less than perfect. Shorter strides are especially helpful when you're walking on uneven surfaces or navigating areas that might be tricky to walk on, like steps, hills, or areas with loose gravel. With smaller, more deliberate steps, you'll feel more grounded and in control of your movement. It's like taking baby steps. Each step is measured and secure, making it easier for you to stay upright and balanced. Now, I know this might feel a little awkward at first, especially if you've been walking with long strides for years. But give it a try next time you go for a walk. Start by consciously shortening your stride and pay attention to how it feels. You might notice that your steps feel more stable, and you won't feel like you're rushing or out of control. Plus, it will become second nature as you practice. When you focus on shorter strides, you're not only improving your balance, but you're also giving your body the time and space it needs to make quick adjustments. This is a simple yet powerful technique that can make a huge difference in how secure you feel with every step. So next time you're walking, remember, smaller steps, more stability. Technique number 3, focus on your foot placement. Now let's focus on an essential part of walking that's often overlooked: your foot placement. Many people just think about getting from point A to point B, but being mindful of how you place each step can significantly improve your stability. It's easy to take walking for granted, but when we age, even the smallest adjustments can have a big impact. One of the most effective techniques is to aim for heel-to-toe walking. This means planting your heel first, followed by the rest of your foot. This motion is natural and helps you move smoothly while maintaining better control over your balance. When you walk heel to toe, it helps distribute your weight evenly across your foot. making it easier to maintain a steady, stable stride. It also reduces the risk of tripping, especially if your foot is more securely planted as you walk. When you walk, you also want to make sure that your feet are placed close enough together. It may feel more comfortable to walk with your feet too far apart, but that wider stance actually increases your chances of tripping or losing balance. Instead, try to land your feet in a straight line, just wide enough to maintain your balance, but not so wide that you feel off-center. Think about walking on a tightrope, but not quite as dramatic. Just a slight adjustment to make sure your feet stay more aligned and controlled. Imagine walking on a smooth surface, and with each step, your foot lands just right, your heel first, then the rest of your foot following in a controlled motion. This simple change can make a huge difference in how safe and stable you feel when you walk. The more deliberate you are with your foot placement, the more natural and secure your steps will feel. Before we dive into the final tip, I want to remind you, if you're finding these walking techniques helpful, stick around, because the next tip is something that could make a huge difference in how you walk every single day. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. And here's a bonus tip: mindfulness. Many of us walk through life without really thinking about how we're walking or what's around us. But when it comes to preventing falls, staying mindful of both your steps and your surroundings is incredibly important. It's not just about walking, it's about being aware of everything around you that could trip you up. When you're walking, take a moment to scan the area ahead of you. Look for obstacles like rugs that might be uneven, cracks in the pavement, or even something as small as a puddle. Being mindful of these potential hazards helps you adjust your steps before you reach them, keeping you in control of your balance. By simply focusing on where you're stepping, you can avoid these surprises and move with confidence, knowing you're making the safest choices with each step. It's easy to get distracted, whether it's thinking about your to-do list or just going on autopilot, but slowing down and being aware of your surroundings is a game changer. Imagine walking with purpose, noticing the little things in your path and being able to navigate them with ease. It's like having a built-in safeguard against accidents, giving you the ability to react quickly and adjust when needed. Mindfulness also helps you stay focused on your body. You'll be more in tune with how your feet are landing and how your posture feels. If you notice your balance is off, being mindful helps you make small adjustments to keep yourself steady. You'll also be more aware of your surroundings, like whether the ground is uneven or there's something you might trip over. This simple shift in awareness can reduce your risk of falls by making you more alert and prepared for whatever's ahead. So next time you're walking, try to stay present. Take a deep breath and focus on where you're stepping. Look around, check for hazards, and adjust accordingly. It's a small habit that can have a huge impact on your safety and confidence when walking. And trust me, it's worth the effort. The more mindful you are, the more control you'll have, and the less you'll need to worry about tripping or falling. The truth is, as we age, many of us start to feel a little fear when it comes to walking. The fear of losing balance, tripping, or falling can make us hesitant to move freely. But here's the good news. These techniques I've shared today are proven to help you walk with more confidence, no matter your age or past experiences. Walking is so much more than just moving from one place to another. It's about maintaining your independence and living your best life. When you feel confident in your ability to walk safely, you regain control over your daily activities. You're free to do the things you love without the constant worry of falling. So keep practicing these techniques. With time and consistency, you'll notice how your balance improves, and that fear will begin to fade. Walking isn't just about movement. It's about living a life full of freedom and confidence, and these small adjustments can help you get there. Which of these walking techniques will you try today? Or maybe you've already been using some of them. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences and how these tips are helping you walk more confidently. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with someone who could benefit from these tips. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Better Aging Advice so you don't miss out on more videos that can help you age better, stronger, and safer. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. It's about moving smarter. Keep walking safely, and I'll see you in the next video.